Thank you, Lord. It's more than just a queer theory. It's much deeper than genetic, but I was born this way theory. See, it's not about what your mama or society wants you to be. It's not even about who or what you're trying to be. See, it goes way, way back from when Eve ate from that tree. And not to blame her or make an excuse, we kind of accuse her because we all chose to choose. What I'm getting at is you don't have to run this race called life to lose. There were already obstacles and tribulations in your path from the beginning. Simply because you were born in sin and shaped in iniquity. I remember a few years back asking God if he still loved me. I told him I chose the wrong path, but I am what I am. But if it ever change, I'll be down. I told him I gave my heart to man, not you. And because of that, I dug myself so deep in the hole that I couldn't grasp the truth. I couldn't figure out why I was crushing on girls since the age of 3. And why I wanted to stand up like a boy to pee. And why every time I looked in the mirror, I thought I was ugly, so I blamed he. And dreaded the fact that he ever created me. But then one day he called me. And he answered me. And I realized the sin I was in wasn't worth my eternity. See, I didn't know that all along Satan was scheming. He knew my identity. But if you don't know yours, then Satan can make you whoever he wants you to be. He was planting seeds from the beginning, turning me so far from God that I love sinning. I didn't think twice about going to the party or soul club every weekend. I didn't think twice about the words that came out of my mouth or what I was about to do when I went to that girl's house. I didn't think twice about dying. But if I would have died eating that girl out, or if I would have died trying to get drunk or high, or if I would have died outside the will of God in a million years when we went past, I still would be frying. Satan stole my identity, and I became who he wanted me to be. But no, Christ is my identity. And this is just not my story because it's not about me. It's about everybody who was deceived by the enemy. To that person who looked like they straight where they at, but at night they crying, wishing they would just die because all the money the girls, the drinking, the clubs, and the drugs never satisfy. Because there's a void in your heart strictly for Jesus. To that person who can't leave the house without being high, trying to block out all the pain from when daddy left and didn't say goodbye. To that person who doesn't see that true beauty. Because no one ever said that you were fearfully and wonderfully made. So you think that if your identity ain't on TV or in society, then you ugly, but honey, you are so deceived. To that person who think, well, why can't I just be me? But you a girl walking around sagging like you got something hanging in between, but God says you're a queen. And the truth of the matter is you never wanted to be that way, displeasing to God. Because you try to forget about all the times you rejected it. But people kept talking, and Satan kept whispering in your ear, putting thoughts in your head until you just accepted it. And now you kiss the lips. Because you say you always wanted to try it, but now you can't get out of it because it's something much more than something you just wanted to do. Satan played you, and that is not you, boo. Your heart belongs to Jesus. And I can say it because I've been through it too. Choose Christ because he's worth it. And you can say I'm too radical. And you can say, well, every time she talks, she go biblical. But truthfully, there was nothing who could show me. Identity Christ is. Christ is my identity.